Playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 12 catches, 115 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 36. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Left side, Cook. Cook able to escape. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Jackson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Sebastian Joseph Day able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Watson. He'll find Jones again, complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Watson. Jones has it. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. Complete to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson to Gordon out left. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, the left side completion to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Watson, man open, here is Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Watson now to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Second down and goal. Watson. And this is incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jackson now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this one too low. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jackson. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Jones. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This complete to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
On second and 9, Watson on the slant. He's got Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. It sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Watson. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go out of it, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now it's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Corey Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Here, Jackson's throw into the hands of Kirk. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. It's Terry, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. On second down and 4, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. So he didn't start this one the way he wanted to, but yeah, he's so elite, been through so many of these battles. Hard to keep him down for an extended period of time.
And to demonstrate just how unusual this start was for him, our guy Marvin handed us some statistics that showed us he doesn't do this very often. What we're seeing now, though, that's what we're used to seeing. He made an adjustment, and boy, it's working really well.
Back to his old form. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout, Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Watson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Defense. The yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Throwing, Jackson. Able to get away. Fighting through, and he's gonna be sacked. They came after him, he couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Jackson. Goes right back to Smith again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tagged on for good measure.
Don't walk out here, man.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now a dump off here complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now the story changes. Trailing by 5. A little over 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Watson. He's got Gordon. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Watson to throw. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last throw here for Watson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.